every day, just tired, boy.
In this room, we are going to be going over some means of identifying vulnerabilities and coupling our research skills to learn how these can be abused. Additionally, you will find some publicly available resources that are essential additions to your skill set and tools when performing vulnerability research and exploitation. You will then get to apply all of this into a practical challenge at the end of the room.
My fucking back, boy. Where Toothless?
There is a myriad of tools and services available in cybersecurity for vulnerability scanning, ranging from being commercial and footing a heavy bill to open source and free. Vulnerability scanners are convenient means of quickly canvassing an application for flaws. For example, the vulnerability scanner has both a free, community, edition and commercial. The commercial version costing thousands of pounds for a year's license will likely be used in organizations providing penetration testing services or audits. If you'd like to know more about Nessus, check out the TryHackMe room dedicated to it.
For sure.
I have detailed some of the advantages and disadvantages of using a vulnerability scanner in the table below. Advantage, disadvantage: automated scans are easy to repeat, and the results can be shared within a team of these. People can often become reliant on these tools. These scanners are quick and can test numerous applications efficiently. They are extremely loud and produce a lot of traffic and logging. This is not good if you are trying to bypass firewalls and the likes. Open source solutions exist. Open source solutions are often basic and require expensive licenses to have useful features. Automated scanners cover a wide range of different vulnerabilities that may be hard to manually search for. They often do not find every vulnerability on an application. Frameworks such as Metasploit often have vulnerability scanners for some modules. This is something you will come on to learn about in a further module in this pathway. Manual scanning for vulnerabilities is often the weapon of choice by a penetration tester when testing individual applications or programs. In fact, manual scanning will involve searching for the same vulnerabilities and uses similar techniques as automated scanning. Ultimately, both techniques involve testing an application or program for vulnerabilities. These vulnerabilities include vulnerability description, security misconfigurations. Security misconfigurations involve vulnerabilities that are due to developer oversight. For example, exposing server information in messages between the application and an attacker. Broken access control. This vulnerability occurs when an attacker is able to access parts of an application that they are not supposed to be able to otherwise. Insecure deserialization. This is the insecure processing of data that is sent across an application. An attacker may be able to pass malicious code to the application, where it will then be executed. Injection and injection vulnerability exists when an attacker is able to input malicious data into an application. This is due to the failure of not ensuring, known as sanitizing, input is not harmful. If you are keen to learn more about these vulnerabilities, the OWASP framework will be a useful read to you. TryHackMe even has a room showcasing the top 10 vulnerabilities outlined by OWASP.
It gives you hints for the easiest shit.
Rapid7, much like other services such as Exploit Deviant and VP, Rapid7 is a vulnerability research database. The only difference being that this database also acts as an exploit database. Using this service, you can filter by type of vulnerability, i.e. application and operating system. Additionally, the database contains instructions for exploiting applications using the popular Metasploit tool. You will learn about this tool in depth later in the learning path. For example, this entry on Rapid7 is for a WordPress plugin SP project and document, where we can see instructions on how to use an exploit module to abuse this vulnerability. GitHub is a popular web service designed for software developers. The site is used to host and share the source code of applications to allow a collaborative effort. However, security researchers have taken to this platform because of the aforementioned reasons as well. Security researchers store and share POCs, proof of concept, on GitHub, turning it into an exploit database in this context. GitHub is extremely useful in finding rare or fresh exploits because anyone can create an account and upload. There is no formal verification process like there is with alternative exploit databases. With that said, there is also a downside that POCs may not work where little to no support will be provided. GitHub uses a tagging and keyword system, meaning that we can search GitHub by keywords such as POC, vulnerability, and many more. At the time of writing, there are 9,682 repositories with the keyword. We are also able to filter the results by programming language. SearchSploit is a tool that is available on popular pentesting distributions such as Kali Linux. It is also available on the TryHackMe attack box. This tool is an offline copy of Exploit DB, containing copies of exploits on your system. You are able to search SearchSploit by application name and or vulnerability type. For example, in the snippet below, we are searching SearchSploit for exploits relating to WordPress that we can use. No download necessary.
Example of manual exploitation. The port's lead.
We can use the information gathered from task 2 in this room to exploit the vulnerable surface. Ultimately, one of the most effective vulnerabilities that we can exploit is the ability to execute commands on the target that is running the vulnerable application or service. For example, being able to execute commands on the target that is running the vulnerable application or service will allow us to read files or execute commands that we previously wouldn't be able to perform using the application or service alone. Additionally, we can use this to gain what is known as a foothold to the machine. A foothold is an access to the vulnerable machine's console, where we can then begin to exploit other applications or machines on the network. We are going to use an exploit to perform remote code execution on the application from task 2 to be able to remotely execute commands on the vulnerable machine. Before we start, it is important to note that exploits rarely come out of the box and are ready to be used. They often require some configuration before they will work for our environment or target. The level of configuration will vary upon the exploit, so you will often find multiple exploits for the same vulnerability on an application. It is up to you to figure out which exploit is the most appropriate or useful to you. For example, in the snippet below, we can see that a few options have been changed to reflect the IP address of the machine that we are attacking from.
Machine.
Use the exploit to upload a malicious file to the vulnerable application containing whatever command we wish to execute, where the web server will run this malicious file to execute the code. The file will first contain a basic command that we will use to verify that the exploit has worked. Then we are going to read the contents of a file located on the vulnerable machine.
Okay. Tired. I'm so tired. Wait for the shit to load. Cute.
Today is day 3 of knocking on doors and giving away free chalk drawings. I have 1 hour before the sun goes down. Today is day 2 of
Alright, I'm gonna get this done. Wait a minimum 5 minutes, boy. What application? Oh, probably just oh my god, I'm so tired. Is it done loading? We gotta sit here and wait. Oh, yeah. Okay, easy. So let's use Metasploit. Oh, I'm fucking dead. I'm so tired. I don't even know what exploit to use. Okay. Okay, let's try it. It's not a real thing. use Metasploit in a second. I'm fucking tired. I fucking forgot. What's the commands for it? Show options. I'm so fucking tired. Here, I Not much of a walkthrough. That's what I was doing. Online bookstore. That's what I did. I did online bookstore. Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm sitting there trying to look up Metasploit and shit. It worked out. Come in here. Oh, cat. Jesus, man, I'm tired. Boy, I'm so fucking tired. Fuck me. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I was trying to use Metasploit. I said that was easy, man. The ending wasn't that easy. So tired. Oh. Alright, well, we got that one done. Take a break for a second.